Good evening. Thank you for coming to the College of Education commencement ceremony for 2009. In just a moment, you will be seeing our faculty and the graduates of this year's class. And now the graduating class of 2009. Good evening. Good evening. My name is Mike Bullis. I have the honor of being the Somerville Knight Professor and the Dean of the College of Education. And it is my distinct privilege and joy to serve as the Master of Ceremonies for the graduation celebration for the graduating class of 2009. Yeah. Before proceeding, though, I have a few introductions to make. First, members of the podium party. Please stand when I read your name. Andrea Wiggins, Assistant Dean for College Advancement. Dodie Jernstead, one of our special guests. Ed Kamehanui, Associate Dean for Research and Outreach. Eugene Chisholm, Graduate Student Speaker. Joe Stevens, Associate Dean for Academic Affairs. Kevin Altucker, Postdoctoral Scientist, Family and Human Services. Lori I. Loke, Special Guest. Margaret Mahoney, Assistant Dean for Academic Programs and Student Services. Sonia Rudberg, Executive Assistant to the Dean. Stephanie Pritchard, Undergraduate Student Speaker. Surendra Subramani, Diversity Coordinator. Now, in the spirit of the New England Patriots football team, I would like to ask that all of our faculty, all of the College of Education faculty, be recognized. Please stand. I would like to single out a couple of people, faculty and staff who have received college awards this year. Some of them were nominated by you, and all of them have affected your experience here because they've made our college better. Lala Pudwell, classified staff. Elaine Jones, Officer of Administration. Jerry Lee Rosick, Diversity Award. Aaron Barton, Early Career Teaching Award. Roland Good, Distinguished Senior Teaching Award. Tonight, we honor you collectively, and we're going to break a little from tradition. We will continue to recognize you individually, but for the first time in my memory, we will ask each of the graduates to state their own name. This is a practice that is fairly widespread across this university and across the country, and it's the first time that we have tried this practice, so I'm sure it's going to go well. I hope it's going to go well. This evening is always one of the highlights for me. It's a time when we, the faculty and staff of the College of Education, take the opportunity to tell you goodbye and wish you luck as you embark on the next phase of your lives. We want you to understand how impressive it is to graduate from what is one of the top colleges of education in this country and in the world. This past year, your College of Education was ranked 4th among all colleges of education in the United States. First among colleges of education located at public universities. And first in terms of being awarded external grant funds. I think it's difficult to understand or to realize When you're working on a college degree and everyone around you has multiple degrees, how impressive it is to earn such a degree. Only 25% of our adult workforce will earn a bachelor's degree. Only 5% of adults in our workforce will have a master's degree. And just less than 1% of all the people in the world have a PhD. Your achievements are special and are eminently worthy of celebration. Your individual journeys across your tenure in our college has not always been easy. And many of you, probably all of you, have received support from your family, loved ones, and friends during your academic odysseys, many of whom are here tonight to enjoy this experience. I ask you to turn around, find your families and loved ones, and give them a round of applause. Now, as wonderful as it is to graduate, it's also clear to me that there's a tension among many of you, a feeling that relates to leaving what is familiar and entering a new career and a new place, perhaps, in this country. Indeed, that change evokes a fair amount of concern and angst on many people's part. In this regard, I want you and your family members to breathe a bit easier. From surveys we conduct on all of our graduates, so in a year, when you get a survey from me that asks to complete it, please do so and put it in a self-addressed stamped envelope. We know that after graduating within 3 years, 85% of you will be employed in your chosen field. 10% will be enrolled in some kind of graduate program, and the 5% who are not working choose not to work because of family obligations. We also know from those surveys that the great majority of you will judge and rate on those forms that your academic preparation was positive in regard for how we trained you for your respective careers. I can tell you that you will be successful in terms of securing employment, but will you be successful in how you perform in employment and in the job? The world in which you will live and work is changing quickly and dramatically. The demographics of our country are changing daily, and the very fabric of our society is destined to morph in profound and unknown ways in the years to come as we as a country struggle to address the implications of the new global economy. There is no doubt that you are inheriting a world in which educational and social service systems in which you will work will have to adjust their very foundations. Adjustments that will dramatically alter the way in which you will practice your craft and then change how you can become successful in your profession and in your life work. What I've decided to talk about is something that I've studied for almost 25 years. That is what makes a person become successful in work and in career pursuits. Prior to becoming a dean, when I worked for a living, my scholarship related to the transition of adolescents with disabilities and high-risk behaviors into adult roles. Specifically, I've followed individuals from correctional settings, mental health settings, alternative schools, special education programs, foster care, over years to see what happens to them over time and how they fare in our society. At some early point, I became fascinated with the fact that a fair number of these individuals are successful. These were people facing truly incredible challenges, and if I put a mathematical model to what I would predict their adjustment to be, virtually all would be unsuccessful. But a sizable number, were successful in their life pursuits. The innate ability of some people to overcome the odds against them to succeed in life in our society is something called academics call resilience. The study of resilience and those people who inherit this trait and demonstrate it is an area of active study in the social sciences and education. There is a broad and sophisticated range of research literature discussing and describing what it means to be resilient. What's intrigued me, though, is that the keys to success for people I've studied, those with disabilities and high-risk behaviors, are virtually the same as for people in all walks of life, even those who graduate from college. Moreover, the things that the research literature that studies tell us are important are remarkably similar to what I've learned over the course of my work life from people with whom I've been fortunate to be associated, and then from good old-fashioned Indiana farm sense. What I want to talk about tonight are the categories that fall into two broad areas: mentorship and critical thinking. People who are successful in life tend to do so in large measure through assistance and support from others, people who become mentors in their lives. Mentorship relationships are special. They can have life-altering implications, and they are ones that should be cherished. Young people who are successful in their work tend to be befriended and mentored by some senior person in that endeavor. We have found evidence of these associations at all levels and types of work, from entry-level service positions to assistant-level college professors just entering the academia. Sometimes these associations happen by chance, and sometimes they are arranged, purposeful associations in which employers pair younger workers with someone who is seasoned and who has a record of success in that particular line of work. For whatever reason, a sense of commitment on the part of the mentor to help others, a genuine liking of one another that develops within the pair, or in many cases, a sense of duty to the organization and by extension to the younger worker. These relations are key to beginning work success. Mentors, however, give a great deal more than just advice on how to complete a particular task. In the long run, long-range associations that are particularly important and impactful, the pair develops an almost family-like interplay, with the mentor offering advice on a personal level about non-work events, crises, and life passages. When you begin a new job or career path, it will be critical for you to establish such a relationship with a mentor, or multiple such relationships, as you move, assume new roles, and enter different parts of your life. You'll find that the local knowledge of how to complete your work and succeed in your career is held in the minds and actions of these important people. If you are lucky and choose correctly, these mentors may also assist you and advise you as you grow into different roles, such as becoming a parent, balancing work and home life, becoming a leader, and preparing for retirement. Eventually, you may assume such a role for those who come after you. Second, and perhaps the most important individual characteristic of resilient young adults, is the ability to think critically and plan for both short-term and long-term goals. To quote Sun Tzu, the author of The Art of War, a book that was written about warfare in 3rd century China, the battle is won or lost before the enemy is engaged. As you assume new roles, you'll find that you'll be asked to make a number of decisions, many of which will be new to you, and most of which will not have a completely right or wrong answer. Life is a probabilistic adventure, where there is not an absolutely correct or an absolutely incorrect to the problems you'll face. Wrapped up in the way successful people think is a common commitment to excellence. As one of my former professors and mentors told me, and drummed into my head when I was a graduate student here in the early 80s, to truly succeed, one must have a blazing contempt for mediocrity, because what is good enough simply is not good enough for those of you who have committed yourself to the education and social science fields. Successful people we've studied are excellent planners, but they do it in a very special way. They don't necessarily think about what it is they're going to do for an activity, but rather they start any activity with the end for that activity in mind. By this, I mean they first identify an objective for an activity, a tangible outcome that will be achieved at the end of that activity. Once the objective is defined, they think creatively about how to achieve that goal, and they stay focused on that goal, keeping their eyes upon the prize. As you move toward your goal, challenges undoubtedly will arise. When seeking to solve these challenges, work to understand that issue as completely as possible. It continually surprises me that the majority of challenges and problems that come to my attention upon close inspection, often are based on an issue that is 180 degrees different from the presenting problem. Also, when thinking through what alternatives you can enact to solve a problem, make sure that you choose a solution that gives you as many options as possible. Do not paint yourself into a corner by making a decision that affords you only one or at best limited alternatives in resolving whatever the problem is. Always strive to make decisions and to solve problems in a manner that is as simple as possible. Occam's razor, which is an old saying from 13th century France, but was popularized in the movie Contact, reads, "All other things being equal, the simplest solution is always best." I can tell you that true intelligence and skill rests in developing solutions to challenges that are based on simplicity, solutions that can actually be carried out in the real world in which you will work and live. Finally, as you progress over the years, you'll find that your career in life will be comprised of a continuing series of routine and somewhat boring tasks, which will be interrupted by incredible opportunity. Almost 40 years ago, actually more than 40 years ago now, my best friend's father, who did not graduate from college and who was a very well-to-do inventor of farm equipment, told me that while I would have to work hard all my life, I really only needed to be smart for 10 seconds. Albert Bandura, one of the truly great psychologists of all time, makes the point that successful people are those who have the blazing insight to act upon those opportunities and then the courage to act. People who are successful are able to recount specific life-changing instances, split seconds of choosing a road less traveled, and how the choice actually changed their lives. In a very short period of time, the experiences you've had here will fade into memory, but the rest of your life is a promise. How will you choose to be remembered? One of my favorite actors, the martial arts icon of the 60s and 70s, Bruce Lee, once said that to be remembered, you first must live a life worth remembering. You all have your careers and lives in front of you. I do envy you the opportunities you will encounter and the possibilities you will have as you traverse your life paths. Good luck in whatever you choose to do. Congratulations on completing your respective degrees. Now go out, make a difference, make the world a better place, live a life worth remembering, and use those 10 seconds wisely. Go Ducks! Tonight's a special night, as is this week. It's a special week of celebration. Yesterday, we officially opened the new Hedco Education Building and the remodeled Lori I. Lokay Education Building. Today, we honor your hard work and future. If you're going on for another degree with us, you will have the opportunity to work and study in these beautiful places. If this is your terminal degree at the University of Oregon, please know it as alumni of the College of Education, this is your home. We are your college. You are always welcome back on campus. The $50.5 million College of Education building project began nearly 10 years ago in the making of a revision to now its completion. The project was about elevating the profession you have chosen for your future, and it was made possible by people who were committed to making the University of Oregon ready for the 21st century and who were dedicated in giving back to future generations. Two people in particular were instrumental in making this wonderful project happen. The first is Dodie Jernstedt. Dodie is the president of the Hedco Foundation of Oakland, California, and she is a Duck. She received both her bachelor's and master's degrees in communication disorders and sciences. The new Hedco Education Building is named in appreciation of the Foundation's $10 million lead gift. The Hedco Foundation, under Dodie's direction, has long been a supporter of the College of Education. She also is a tireless advocate for the college and for the University of Oregon. She helped establish the Dean's Advancement Council and served as a U of O Foundation trustee. In honor of her years of service to your college and to the university, she received the first College of Education's Distinguished Service Award in 1996 and is one of 2 College of Education alumni. By the way, we are the only college to have alumni receive the Oregon Presidential Medal. This medal was established in 1991 to honor individuals who've demonstrated extraordinary service to the university and whose professional and personal leadership in the world community places them among the nation's foremost citizens. It is my honor to introduce Dodi Jernstedt.
Nice introduction, good speech. First of all, I'd like to say to all you graduates, congratulations on this achievement. It's wonderful. I want to talk for a second about the importance of dreaming. Napoleon Hill said, "Cherish your visions and your dreams, as they are the children of your soul, the blueprints of your ultimate achievements. When your desires are strong enough, you will appear to possess superhuman powers to achieve." 10 years ago, the new Hedco College of Education building was a vision. It was a dream, and now it's a reality. It took a team of people and a lot of work, but it was a dream that we all wanted to have realized. And today, I invite you to begin a new season where you can dream that everything you undertake is possible, and you fulfill that dream with joy and dignity. Footprints on the sand of time are not made by sitting down. If your ideal job isn't available right now, volunteer. It's time to go out in the world and release your gifts. Congratulations.
I also have the great privilege of introducing Lori Iloke of Atherton, California, a generous friend and a wonderful friend to the University of Oregon. The College of Education's renovated historic brick buildings are named the Lori Iloke Education Building in recognition of his gift in supporting the transformation of the education complex. Lori is the most generous donor to the U of O's academic programs in the history of the institution, and he invested $12.5 million in our building project. He grew up in Portland, Oregon, and went to Alameda Elementary School, where he can recite the names of every single one of his elementary school teachers. And he graduated from Stanford University, but he is, at his heart, a duck. Lori founded the Business Wire, a leading distributor of corporate news. Berkshire Hathaway, the investment company headed by Warren Buffett, purchased Business Wire in 2006. Lori currently serves as a trustee for the U of O Foundation, and tomorrow he too will receive the 2009 University of Oregon Presidential Medal. Now, Lori's going to talk to us, and because of his multiple commitments, is going to have to leave shortly thereafter. So it is my privilege to welcome Lori Iloke.
Oh dear, bright lights and I can't see your faces. But 60 years ago, next Tuesday, I was sitting in another school, a place called Stanford, like you're sitting here tonight. And the world was ahead of me. Oh boy, I was going to cool it. It took about 10 years, and from that point on, survival was assured. But because of a good education, I never for a moment had a doubt about the future. I didn't think it would be this good. Now, some of you are going to do this too. If you write 50 bestseller academic books, you might make it. But there's more importance to that feat than what you're really being trained to do, and that's to make the generation coming even better than your generation, just as I hope I've contributed to make the generation behind me better, people like you. I love the University of Oregon. I didn't go here because someone thought it'd be better if I went to Stanford, where they were excellent in everything. My major of journalism was determined within 2 or 3 days of getting there. And of course, the best school in journalism for the last 80 years has been right here at Oregon. But it must have worked if Warren thought so, so I won't argue. You're going to have wonderful times ahead. Don't worry about today. But then again, maybe you should think about today. I'm going to give you a little prose from the Sanskrit. I wish our new president were here tonight to hear it. I'd try it out on him because he writes and speaks Sanskrit. It's called Look to This Day. Look to this day, for it is life, the very life of life. In its brief course lie all the verities and realities of your existence, the bliss of growth, the glory of action, the splendor of beauty. Now remember the rest, because I'm going to give a test. For yesterday is but a dream, and tomorrow only a vision. But today, well lived, makes every yesterday a dream of happiness, and every tomorrow a vision of hope. Look well, therefore, to this day, and our best wishes to all of you. Thank you.
I'd like to introduce the Associate Dean for Academic Affairs, Joe Stevens.
It is my great pleasure to introduce to you our two student speakers. The first speaker represents our undergraduate students who are receiving degrees today. She has achieved at the highest level, graduating magna cum laude with a BA in Spanish and Communication Disorders and Sciences. She aspires to be a speech pathologist working with bilingual speakers, and we are very pleased that she plans to continue on as a graduate student in Communications and Disorders and Sciences in the fall. Please welcome Stephanie Pritchard.
Thank you. Before I begin, I would like to thank the Communication Disorders and Sciences undergraduate class for giving me the opportunity to speak here today. To all the students and the professors, thank you for your unending support throughout these last 4 years. I would also like to thank my family and friends who are here today. I love you all very much, and I wouldn't be standing here without you. We all remember trying to get out of school when we were younger. Unfortunately, I was never so lucky. My dad would always say, "Stephanie, today is one day of your education that you can never get back." Although I don't think that's what any child wants to hear, I believe that I have never understood those words better than I do today. We are all sitting here, not because we have to be, but because we want to be. Each day, we pulled ourselves out of bed in the morning to learn about cochlear implants, embedded clauses, and vocal nodules, all without our parents standing next to us holding our hands. While my parents always stressed the importance of education, they also said that they never wanted me to miss something in school that might change my life. Each day, we must get up with the enthusiasm and the passion that today is the day that we can do something great. Some of these things may be big and affect the lives of many people, or they may be small. But however small your daily accomplishments are, know that you are making a difference. Whether we graduate here today and become a speech-language pathologist, a teacher, or a family and human service provider, know that in our field especially, we have the opportunity and the privilege to have a positive influence on the people we work with. It is important to note that although today is a day of commencement, of moving on with our lives, that our education is never really over. As a future graduate student here at the University of Oregon, I will do my best to take advantage of every day. Everyone has it within them to make this world a better place. So the next time that you find yourself pushing the snooze button or giving yourself every excuse not to get out of bed in the morning, remember, today is one day of your life that you can't get back. Make the most of it. Thank you.
Our second student speaker represents students in our graduate programs that are receiving degrees today. He is graduating with a master's degree in special education, middle secondary education. He also holds a master's degree in history. He is a recipient of the Diversity Building Scholarship, the Pine Tech Scholarship, and the Jeanette Gunther Drew Scholarship. He aspires to work as a special education teacher in the future. Please help me to welcome Eugene Chisholm.
It was a crisp autumn afternoon. Shadows cast on the wall of the gymnasium, leaves falling. Deafening playground chatter swirled around me. This is where I need to be. This is home. Soon, a trio formed. Robert, Isaiah, and I tossed a football left, then right, then back to sender. 2 passes later, I felt a tap on my shoulder. Can you teach me how to throw a football? We began throwing the football back and forth, back and forth. The bell rang. The next day, another tap. The nameless student from the day before said, Mr. Chisholm, I smell football in the forecast today. Right after recess, I asked around, who was my football protege? His name was David. He had autism. At that moment, I knew I had to be a teacher. I had to teach students like David. My story is similar to yours. We all have dreams, a calling to impact people's lives. I finished my undergraduate degree and went to work as an educational assistant for Springfield School District, and then came to graduate school. My dream to teach the Davids of the world led me to Project PASS, the UO Graduate Autism Training Program. This was a humbling experience, and my bubble was quickly burst. I was taught the importance of being a professional, of good grammar, of being a reliable team player. I also learned about autism, a world I never knew. It was like taking a diversity class. I met autism face to face. I learned, as I already knew of others, if you met one child with autism, you've met one child with autism. Although all have deficits in common, each one is unique. I learned about being literal. For students with autism, what's up means what's up. I learned about students who are honest to a fault. I once said to a student, "Look at my pearly white smile." The student said, "Actually, Mr. Chisholm, your teeth are off-white." I learned about sensory issues: light, sound, smell, texture, and taste are potential minefields for students with autism. After this intense and eye-opening year, now to autism, I say, I will be back. We will meet again soon, and I can't wait. From focusing solely on autism, I entered the broader world of middle and high school special education teacher preparation. In addition to the grueling coursework and too many sleepless nights grinding out work samples, the Mount Rainier of Mid-Sec program is, without question, the dreaded practica. In the words of a colleague, I want to have practicum students when I become a teacher because nothing beats free help. But in addition to just being free labor for the school district, we encountered the hard facts of teacherhood: meetings, day and night, accommodations, modifications, IEPs, writing them, following them, going to them. And last but not least, teaching middle school students. Something akin to running 20 ant farms at once, bouncing back and forth. From pure chaos to cohesion and cooperation. In Mid-Sec, as in other licensure programs, we've been pushed, prodded, edited, and shaped. And we graduate today as young professionals. As we search for that elusive first job in these difficult times, we do well to remember the words of V.L. Pundit, beloved 20th century Indian stateswoman who believed education is not merely a means for earning a living or an instrument for the acquisition of wealth. It is a training of the human soul. In our years in the College of Education, not only our minds have been trained, but our souls as well. As we look to tomorrow and hopefully a meaningful and mortgage-paying first job, we offer genuine thanks to all those whose dedication, encouragement, and care brought us to this moment. Our scholarship donors who have made dreams a reality by reducing financial hardship so that we could focus on school. Our professors, mentors, advisors, and cooperating professionals who have invested their lives in shaping ours and forever left their imprint on our minds. And finally, our parents and families who sacrificed, listened, loved us through good days and bad. We hope to make you proud. As we leave here today, we all dream big dreams of where our education will lead us. When I think of my own vision for the future, I am reminded of the words of Jean Piaget, the 20th century French philosopher who wisely noted, "The principal goal of education is to create men and women who are capable of doing new things, not simply of repeating what other generations have done. Men and women who are creative, inventive, and discoverers." Today, I call on us all to do new things, to create and invent, impact lives, be difference makers. Good luck, and go Ducks. Thank you.
At this time, we will recognize the 2009 graduates of the University of Oregon College of Education. We also acknowledge the graduates' friends and family for their support and encouragement during the students' courses of study. However, as we all celebrate this wonderful moment, we also ask that friends and family help us maintain an orderly procession. Keep in mind that a professional photographer will be taking pictures of the graduates as they walk. And make sure that you keep out of the lines of sight of both the photographer and the audience, and keep the aisles clear so that the graduates can return to their seats. Congratulations to all of the graduates on your wonderful accomplishment.
Now introducing the doctoral degree in counseling psychology,
Allison Cerezo. Erica Medlock. Lisa Joy Geigen.
Jen Matheny.
And now introducing master's degree in couples and family therapy,
Soichi Yamase.
Kristen Sherry Davis.
Rebecca Marie Bazinelli.
Sabrina Joy Heineman.
Noelle Osborne.
Rihanna Michelle Cooper.
James Thomas Delaney.
Amy Kipp.
Ryan Smith.
Angela Lee Skirtu.
Stefan Pasamowski.
Delisa Reed.
Kate Meyer.
Caitlin Page Odell.
Terry Kluman.
Tiffany Bryce Hasty.
Lindsay Kent.
Noah Mills Carolyn.
Jen Walsh.
Abby Tuttle.
Kirsten Lee Bolt.
Sarah Elaine Freibarger.
Now introducing baccalaureate degree in Family and Human Services.
Bob Lawrence.
Tyson Woodkey.
Mary Moody.
Melissa Jacobson.
Elizabeth Bears.
Elizabeth Stewart.
Lindsay Ruth Proudfit.
Kathleen Rapp.
Jennifer Pendergast.
Blair Stady.
Emily Bounds.
Jory Card.
Susan Newton.
Hermila Idalia Rodriguez.
Veronica Ana Barrera. Linda Cathy.
Dan O'Donnell.
Jeanette McCord.
Erica Goldsmith.
Ashley Thompson.
Evans Temmie.
Katie Bella. Jesse Niles.
Allison Batchoffner. Yi-Chen Ho.
Sarah Kate Sandberg.
Holly Jane Robinson.
Annie McConnell.
Elisa Fishman.
Monica Cornacchia.
Jessica Daniels.
David Hill.
Antoine Jacob Hunt.
Tiffany Crystal Cordova. Vanessa Alexandra Taylor.
Melissa Marie Letzer.
Hannah Jane Yano.
Amy Bunker. Amber Christine Heisler.
Carolyn Saraceno. Johanna Marie Magner. Jolene Dobbins.
Justine Ann Burt.
Melinda Evelyn Barbara Von Rees Iglesias.
Rachel Marie Modica. Summer Sky Martin.
Amy Burian.
Brian Carter.
Hannah Rudston.
Renee Lane.
Jonathan Lent.
Paula Guillen.
Sarah Ann Blythe Evian.
Kristen Cobble. Anna Gianola.
Bo Melia.
Rashawn Sonny Harris.
Now introducing doctoral degree in communication disorders and sciences.
Brian Ness.
Now introducing master's degree in communication disorders and sciences.
Jeremiah Frank Clark. Timothy Lands.
Susan Minier.
Jill Kryzan.
Linda Thompson.
Patricia Grady.
Emily Catherine Mosqueda.
Jennifer Vibora.
Gina Adams.
Laura Jensen. Kelly Kathleen Gallagher.
Shelley Marie Gasky.
Leanne Williamson Henry.
Mindy Schlossberg.
Catherine Carver. Pascal Soderstrom.
Now introducing baccalaureate degree in communication disorders and sciences.
Kristen Joanne Brannon.
Allison Bocart.
Misa Lynn Belcher. Tyann Marie Walker.
Emily Marin Patterson.
Rachel Denise Martin.
Stephanie Lynn Trubach.
Stephanie Elise West. Danielle Wills.
Jamie Monroe.
Sophie Alexandra Marks.
And Jolene Bazook.
Leah Michelle Johnston.
Melissa Ann Peters.
Kathleen Crawford Doherty.
Lindsay Marie Campbell.
Stephanie Lynn Pritchard. Katie Felling.
Sierra Corbin.
Heather Melander Woodsum.
Sarah Jesus.
Becca Cooper.
Mary Bess Fuzerins.
Rachel Marie Cicerella.
Special Education Doctoral Program.
Now introducing doctoral degree in special education.
Kimmy Liu.
Jessica Swain Bradway.
Shanisa Pishatabut.
Sangun Lee.
Jason Naranjo.
Now introducing master's degree in special education.
Misty Acker.
Kayla Trissini.
Stephanie Barber. Rachel Gibbons.
Cheryl Stringer.
Jennifer Harrison.
Rebecca Howe.
Melissa Kinsey.
Jessica Gordon.
Guy Craig.
Jordan Baskerville.
Eugene Coach Chisholm.
Edane Eva Applegate. Virginia Joanne Deneen.
Josh Geller.
Mika Naito. Kiro Kim.
Huang Qihui.
黄慧能。杨善之。
Now introducing doctoral degree in school psychology.
Jason Holliker.
Nicole Nakayama.
Fátima Elvira Terrazas.
Verity Levitt.
Danielle Parisi.
Cynthia Valentine Haywood.
Deborah Attell.
Chelsea Aaron Seiler.
Now introducing master's degree in teaching and learning.
Jessica Rayanne Peterson.
Luis Alberto Arias Anrango.
Shanna Amrick.
Christopher Stone.
Jessica Ellen Roski. Whitney Rachel Welch.
Donald Taylor Stahl.
Daniel Martin Fields II.
Now introducing master's degree in teaching and learning, integrated teaching.
Janine Van Sice.
James Warren Conley.
Amy Elizabeth Petty. Christina Maria Sitton DeMeo.
Tina McClellan.
Veronica Ball. Georgia Matashiv.
Sarah Elizabeth Striegel.
Amber Renee Verkler. Christy Rose Johnson.
Kayla Marie Robertson. Sarah Evelyn Schetzel.
Sarah Chambers. Melissa Ibarra. Karen Blatchley.
Carly Hope Wall. Callie Eden Landis. Rebecca Elise Lavezzo Sullivan. Vanessa Alexis Hartwig.
Jin Young Ko.
Brianna Khalil Spratt.
Julie Elizabeth Thompson.
Emily Pauline Miller.
Lindsay Michelle Somerton.
Now introducing Master's Degree in Teaching and Learning, Graduate Elementary Teaching.
John Brian Cruzan.
Jenna Siebenlis Ralston.
Gabrielle Mary Wright.
Carrie Irene Banducci.
And now introducing Baccalaureate Degree in Educational Studies.
Megan Kathleen O'Donnell.
Lauren Elizabeth Sangster.
Megan Clarice Wiedenhaft.
Melissa Stout. Holly Jean Conger.
Christina Mast.
Chandra Lynn Vanderzanden.
Rachel Schiff.
Matthew Allen Peters.
Ashley Marie Condos. Victoria Taylor.
Adair Frizzell.
Hiroko Ishii. Kara Lynn Kranzer.
Tegan Ann Wade.
Jordan Yvette Luker. Callie Rose Stark. Danielle Joy Adams.
Emma Grace Batenhorst. Danielle Tho.
Callie Patrice Parks.
Katie Payne.
Laura Martini.
Matthew Grable.
Darcy Gaddich.
Catherine Siegel.
Katie Farlow.
Nicole Gates.
Stephanie Francis Rogers.
Alex Nicole Schmidt.
Lizzie Unger.
Allie Weiser.
Lauren McGoodwin.
Abby Houston.
Patrick Limbert.
Kelly Dennis May.
Katie Stoneberg.
Jessica George.
Shoken Lee.
Priscilla Lipscomb.
Holly Eberhardt.
Ellen Wright. Kirsten Brooke Johnson.
Kayla Renee Curtis.
Emily Ginsko. Bria Norman.
And now introducing Master's Degree in Educational Leadership.
Peggy Shipman Stock.
Catherine Ann Corrali.
Diane Margaret Dunas.
Tanya Kathleen Smith.
Heidi Funder Laws.
Kelly Boudry.
Reno Holler.
Tina Phelps.
Sarah Van Nuys.
Tanya Pearson.
Jeremy Brown.
Brian G.
Tiffany Lambert.
And now introducing Doctoral Degree in Educational Leadership.
Dennis Jablonski.
Dennis Frederick Dempsey.
William Rhodes.
Teresa Ann Levy.
Michael Todd McKee.
Joshua Stephen Flossie.
Joanna Elizabeth Sina. Melissa Carmela Potter. Sarah Leanne Fleckenstein Hahn.
Congratulations, graduates. At this point, it's tradition for undergraduates to move your tassels from the right side to the left side of your mortarboards. Thank you for attending this ceremony. Thank you, family, friends, loved ones, for supporting your graduate. We'd like you to ask to allow all of our graduates to clear the arena before leaving your seats. We welcome all guests to meet their graduates across the street at the EMU South Lawn for photo opportunities. Everyone have a great evening. Be safe. Go Ducks.